welcome to this, and this is my review, as the title says, of Ring of Honor's newest retail DVD. One of their newest. They came out with two, of course. I did the other one the other night. This one, the Greatest Rivalries DVD. I'm going to start off with a little rant first before I get into the actual review, and that's this. You know, I'm kind of saddened to the fact that a lot of the websites that I've seen have not reviewed any of the Koch Ring of Honor DVDs. I'm kind of saddened by that because, to be honest, these DVDs, you know, you're not gonna see commercials on them on television. It's basically gonna be people, you know, word of mouth, word of mouth, word of mouth, and a lot of word of mouth starts off the websites, particularly the review sites. So I'm kind of upset that I haven't seen more reviews when it comes to these DVDs, because they've all been very good at the very least, and I think as good as anything that's been out this year as far as wrestling matches go, and really showcase what Ring of Honor is about to a large degree as far as the in-ring action and those sort of things. So it kind of does bother me that we've not seen more of it, particularly when a lot of these sites and a lot of the individuals who do DVD reviews for these sites always claim that they love Ring of Honor, that they wish Ring of Honor to do well, they do all of these things, and then when they get a chance to really help Ring of Honor with something like this, they don't. And it's something that kind of irks me because, like I said, you know, I don't get that many views, especially for Ring of Honor reviews. I get maybe, you know, 1,000, 1,500 right off the bat, and then eventually it'll creak back up over a while. But so, you know, and I don't think of myself that big-headed. I know that, you know, in the grand scheme of things, that's not a lot. So, you know, I just wish more sites would review these DVDs, because I do think they're very good. And there we go. But as far as this DVD goes, this DVD revolved around the rivalries that have occurred in Ring of Honor. Though there was a big one that I think they left out, which was CM Punk versus Samoa Joe, which was maybe the most important rivalry Ring of Honor has ever had, because it really did help them and helped them emerge from, you know, the brink of oblivion to where they are today. So I was kind of sad not to see that on this DVD. You know, as far as, you know, they could have put the hour-long match on here. They really could. But what they did put on here was very good for the most part. And you had CM Punk versus Raven, which is an excellent sports entertainment match. It is a great sports entertainment match, without a doubt. It has some good wrestling, but the story that is told is marvelous, especially in the feud. And they do a good job of explaining the feuds. They really do. So that's a good thing as well. They also had Samoa Joe versus Homicide. This, again, was another pretty brutal feud, particularly with the whole everything that was going on with Homicide at the time and Samoa Joe, and was pretty brutal. Another very good match, another great match. So that's good. I would definitely recommend checking that out as well. Then we have AJ Styles versus Jimmy Rave in a match where it was finisher versus finisher. The first one to hit their finisher wins. The match itself was kind of blah. I'm not a big Jimmy Rave fan, as everyone knows, but this was just, I don't know why this was on here. I definitely think there were other matches you could have stuck on here besides this. 3 stars, since I've never really rated it. Then we had the Anything Goes ROH versus CZW match. This is not the CZW match I think should have been on here. Still a good match, don't get me wrong. It's still a good brawl, but it's not the Cage of Death match, which is just an awesome match that for the most part ended the feud. Though, you know, I said this, I think I said this on the other DVD, on the Bloodies Brawls, or not the Bloodies, but Bloodstained Honor DVD, that at least one of the barbed wire matches should have been on here. I definitely think that match should have been on this DVD. I think it was very underrated. Yeah, I'll get to some other matches I think should have been on here too, but the last match should have been on here, not necessarily this match. Maybe that'll be on the next set of DVDs. Maybe they're leading up towards that, but that's an awesome match for any of you that have never seen it. Next we had Aries and Roderick Strong versus the Briscoes. This took place last year. It was one of my favorite matches from last year. A good 3.5-star match, or 4.5-star match. Excellent match. Love the match. Then we had Jimmy Jacobs versus BJ Whitmer. Another very good match. This was the cage match they had, which most people were just like in awe of. Some people had it as their match of the year. I didn't think it was that good, but I did really like it. So there you go with that. No problems with that being on here. Aries versus Bryan Danielson. This was the final match in their best of 3. Another excellent match, which you would expect from these guys. Very, very, very good stuff. And then finally, we had Aries versus Erick Strong, or Aries versus Erick. We had Roderick Strong versus Erick Stevens, which this was from Final Battle 07. I reviewed this. You can go see my review. I still don't like it as much as a lot of people do. I just wasn't feeling it, even though I think in the context of the feud, it's still a good match. I think they've had so many better matches than this, and so definitely not the best, and definitely not something that I would have put on this DVD either. I definitely think you could have put on the Ladder War match with the Briscoes. That match, of course, awesome, and is the ending of that feud with Steen and Generico. There was a lot of stuff they left off on here. I don't have a big gripes with a lot of it, to be honest. I still think the match quality goes, it's as good as anything that WWE or TNA put out. To be honest, as far as a best of goes, I think it's as good as that as far as match quality goes. Production values are still which you would expect, but still overall, I think this is, if you've never checked out Ring of Honor, all the Koch DVDs are definitely worth going and checking out. I think it's a good intro to Ring of Honor. I think there's enough I think there's enough stuff on there you'll be able to see what Ring of Honor is about. And I think all 4 DVDs are worth your money. You can get them fairly cheap. Anywhere between $10 and $15 depending on where you go. I don't know, when I've got the first 2 DVDs, I got them for $10 a piece of price. So there you go, and I got these for $12 on Amazon. So there you go. And again, I still wish we could see more reviews of these DVDs when it comes to a lot of the sites, and not just these DVDs either. You have the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla just came out with a DVD that was released mainstream, and I haven't seen any reviews on that, and that is said to be an awesome DVD set, and it's I plan on getting it. I plan on reviewing it. I haven't seen too many reviews from the Best of Chikara DVD either, which is kind of saddening because even though from what I've seen, I don't think I would enjoy it, but I do think that it would be a good thing for people to review, so people could see if get into Chikara. Chikara is one of those things, either you like it or you don't, kind of thing, and many of their shows are very hit and miss because of that, in my opinion. But overall, it's one of the things I wish we could see more of. But this is still a great DVD in my opinion. Very, very good. I would give it an 8.75. I don't think it's quite worth a 9, but it's close for a best of. I'm pretty hard. I grade pretty hard on a best of due to the fact that it's a best of. So it really does need to be the best of. And there's one match on here that I think just doesn't belong on here at all. So it goes with that. So I can't give it a 9, but I definitely think there's lots of good stuff on here. Definitely check it out. I think there's something for everybody, and that is all. Go check it out. Give Ring of Honor some publicity, and hopefully these DVDs will sell as good as the other ones did, which was surprisingly very well. It was enough that I believe there were a few stores that wound up actually carrying these in their stores now because of the success of the first DVD. So there is that. But definitely check these out. They're very good. Excellent stuff. That's it. I'm out. Later.